You like to say, my darling, are you going to kick it off this morning?
Well, I can't really say too much on the Cockerpoo because, let's be honest, it's been going around a while. And I hold her with the same contempt as I hold anyone that divulges information that they shouldn't. But did you also see that DG and Deadwings have had a ding-dong yesterday?
Over the impression that he did of DG, rather.
No, apparently Deadwings called him a beast and a beg and slated the way he looks.
Oh, I didn't see any of that.
I didn't see it, but I heard
It's
all
a bit
about
of
it.
like humour, DG. Get a life, for God's sake. I know, Deadwig's got the nose on you, right? And the chin, maybe, but come on. Come on. It's a bit of light banter. Delusive, morning, darling. What would you like to say? Hello, Delusive. Miss Molly. No, okay, bye-bye. Thanks for joining. Jazz, morning, darling. What would you like to say?
Hi, I was just joining because I don't know if anyone watched Hayley Comet. She was talking about obviously when Lisa provided her screenshot of the chat that Cockerpoo sent her, and when she clicked on it, it went to a different profile.
Right.
So EQ Minx has actually uploaded two screenshots this morning that when she clicks on Cockapoo's profile, both times it goes to different profiles. So it kind of just debunks what Hayley is saying.
Yeah.
So, just adding a little bit in there. When people are clicking on Cockapoo's profile, it is taking them to different profiles. So I love Hayley. I'm not saying that obviously what she's done is wrong. She's obviously just stepped back because she can't put information
maybe she's already said and done enough that she possibly can, because otherwise she'll be putting herself in.
Yeah,
I don't know. It may be some sort of dispute.
Yeah, I think there is a glitch there, but obviously.
But Jazz, in your honest opinion, my darling, do you not think it's a bit of gaslighting going on here? And then in parts of it, it's massive gaslighting.
Yeah, I think that behind the scenes there's something gone on, because if anyone watched the video she put up, Hayley comes very factual, she speaks with chest, and the videos that she put up, I just thought that she was very skittish. She was very, do you know what I mean, almost worried. I think behind the scenes that something's gone on to silence them. And No Face is just very involved in that clique, so anything that he comes with I just don't trust personally.
Can one of the mods put a poll up, please? Do we think that No Face and Hayley have been told to shut up or paid to shut up?
I think
a lot of people are saying the same thing, Jazz.
Yeah, I always really liked No Face, but now he's surrounded himself with that clique. I just think anything that he comes with now, I don't buy, I don't trust, and quite honestly, I think he's destroyed his own platform by being surrounded by them.
Yeah, and wasn't there a conversation between him and Miss J before this was all put out yesterday?
Yeah, apparently so, I heard.
Yeah, even that rings alarm bells, because it's one clique going to another.
Yeah, I just think he's
personally, and this is not picking up poor Lisa Marie, but she should have never, sent any evidence off to anybody on here. If she was, the only person I would have probably trusted at that time would probably the fact freak.
Yeah, apparently she only sent it to Hayley, and she sent this screen recording of the conversation to No Face. And there was one other thing. She hasn't provided a lot to him because Canadian Angie did tell her not to trust No Face because of the circle that he's now in, and obviously the fact that he could send it to Miss J, and then Miss J could send it to X, Y, and Z.
Yeah, because I think we can definitely debunk the idea that Delusive Angie has got some sort of social services report.
Yeah, that was
I call that out. I call that's a lie.
Yeah, she was just lying just for
Would you believe it? Angie lying.
Yeah.
Since when
there
did
was
we
all-
ever trust a guy that sits on TikTok in a balaclava? Like, why is he suddenly like trustworthy?
They was all saying it in Canadian Angie's chat. There was like, oh, delusive Angie's got the social services papers, and I was like, listen, she's lying. Like, she's lying. Like, she has not got them because
She's
there's
lying.
no way that Hayley would have sent them. Like, Hayley wouldn't do that. Hayley's in a situation herself, and she wouldn't have forwarded them on.
Look,
And Hayley's the only one that has all the paperwork.
I'm not picking at Hayley. Now, I've watched her a few times. I watched her last yesterday when she gave that statement about the update with Lisa Marie and the Cockerpoo stuff. I watched her the night before when she was in with Karma Kaz. And like I said, I've watched her a few times previously to that. But last night when she did that final statement, when she come on again on in the evening, she looked very nervous.
Yeah.
She was very, very thirsty and very, very dry.
The thing is,
But listen, guys, I'm not saying, I'm only going on what I saw. And what I saw was a very, very nervous lady. And it seemed very, very scripted because it was almost the same words in a similar way. And the way that it come across, the way No Face did his.
Yeah, and I'm not coming at Hayley. I think she just needs to step back from the situation because maybe it's a lot bigger than what she initially thought. And Lisa obviously has trauma. It's obvious that Lisa has trauma. I think do I think that Cockerpoo is the woman in question? I'm not sure. I just think it's way bigger than any of us really know.
I agree with Jess that Hayley didn't look herself last night, and like I say, I've followed her for about 6 months now, true crime wise, and I agree that she wasn't herself. And also, these scripts are something like newsreader type, Mama Kaz's was, Red's was. It's just, I think they think the viewers don't have any knowledge or don't actually watch what's going on. But 100% credit to Karma Kaz for not letting No Face in the box, because No Face wanted to get in his box last night, and Lisa was in the comments, and he asked Lisa if that was okay, and Lisa was like, "It's up to you." But a few of her friends were like, "No, it's late, whatever," and he didn't. So all kudos to him.
He's not welcome here either. But the simple fact is, neither of them phoned that poor woman or contacted that woman in any way before they released their statements yesterday, and maybe not even after, just to ask if she's okay.
But like at midnight is not the time to...
They were quick enough, Quirky Queen. They were quick enough to take the evidence of her.
Yeah, exactly.
That to me is for pounds and figures.
Yeah, Hayley contacted her before she put her video out. So Hayley did contact her to say, I'm putting this video out. She'd read it, but she hadn't listened to the voice note. So Hayley did reach out to her, and she has been reaching out to her before she puts her videos out.
I think Charlie was talking more about No Face because the comments are saying about Hayley. I think it was about No Face is what he meant. More.
And what do you think about the pictures that were put out, people?
So EQ Minx has got one of mine because I sent her one last night. Mine says totally different from everyone else's, which is really weird. And I was just wondering what it would have shown if that person was blocked, because all I get is an @ a dot, and no username and no picture and no followers when I click on it. Not the same as what anyone else is getting.
No, some people it's taken them to all different types of
and some people
accounts.
are just getting a banned, and some people, but mine is like what you get when you're blocked, basically.
Do you mean of her account when you click on her account?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because one of them that EQ Minx it puts up is mine, and one of them is hers, because we did it at the same time last night and got 2 totally different screens. So there can't really be any credibility to that, I don't think, because everybody's getting different.
I think this is what needs to be picked up on, because that's what Hayley did mention in her video, that the evidence that she got sent was doctored by Lisa, which takes away her credibility. But that's not doctored, it's a TikTok glitch. So Lisa hasn't doctored any of her evidence, it's a TikTok glitch.
And I think with the Hayley thing, I think she hasn't, I don't think she's received the outcome that she expected.
I think Hayley, obviously, Hayley needs to protect her platform at the end of the day, which it's the same as like, if you was to put up any evidence, Charlie, like you would need to make sure it's factual. So if someone sent you a screen recording and it then goes to someone else's account, you would be like, well, hold on, that's not true. And then you would be like, look, I'm not gonna do this, because if you put it out there, you're then obviously damaging your platform. I think it's the same if it was Fact Freak, for example.
Yeah.
You know, so I think that's what Hayley's doing.
Thankfully, I cover the relevant stuff that's happening now, because obviously previous stuff that's gone on, you know, some of that can be edited or manipulated in some sort of way. So that's why I like to keep my platform relevant, because it's just happening right now, basically.
And also, I think there was a query last night about, I said in the comments and some other people was in Kamikazes, that what if Cockerpoo had sent one and then she deleted it and sent another message? Because I think Lisa sort of like has alluded to that one message was sent from an account, Cockerpoo, and then she blocked her or something, and then another message came through. So maybe that was why, I don't know, but I got a totally different, I got nothing, I got a blocked account. Not even not exist, it had no username on it whatsoever, so can't delete a sent message. No, what I'm saying is, if the one out there is not the first message, or is the first message, that she could have, so someone could have messaged her, or
Sent message.
sorry, I think I know what I've heard, but it's hard to come out when I read all the comments
She
saying
deleted the message
different.
completely. That's what Lisa had said previously, that when she got the message, she deleted it.
Yeah.
Now, did we have all of us heard the clip that I was, has everybody heard the clip that I was sent yesterday from the Discord?
From Hayley.
From Hayley's Discord, yeah.
No.
That Lucy's road, I think so.
Have you got that ready, Lucy?
Yeah. I'm gonna drop now anyway because I'm off to work. So.
Okay, Quirky Queen, have a great day.
See you later.
Now, this clip even sounds to me, if there's a little bit of gaslighting, even to Hayley's followers on Discord. But have a listen and tell me what you think.
Right, I've got to play them really, the phones close together because the sound quality isn't great, so you might have to turn up your volume, guys. Right, I'm going to play.
Hi guys, I'm just at the barbecue. I am getting messages constantly all the time about some of the things being said. Like I've shared Lisa's documents, which is 100% not true and cannot be proven in any way. I haven't even shown the mods. I've showed no mods. I've shown no face I'm supposed to send it to, but I refused because I said you'll have to get it directly from Lisa, because there was pictures there that were would count as revenge porn. So I was not going to send over paperwork from the courts and that. And I think Lisa has actually said that I've shared it as well, which is, I just regret helping her at that point, if that's what she's going to do. From my point of view, she could prove everything she said pretty much up until the point where she couldn't provide a connection between Cockerpoo and the woman, Jenny Blackshaw. And when I asked for proof, she sent me some proof this morning, which was doctored, it was made. And I said to her, that's not real proof, because you've actually taken a screen record and added in screenshots halfway through. And at that point, she turned and said, well, I just need you to say that Cockerpoo is this. And I said, I'm not going to put that out. Like, the woman I think is Cockerpoo that I found evidence of does not link to you in any way. And she wasn't happy about that. So I've obviously come off today for my sister's birthday, and then obviously I'll have to address it later at some point. But I can guarantee you I've acted in every way that I normally would in any other case, where I've stuck with the victim, but I've still done my due diligence to make sure the things I'm going to put out on live or in videos is 100% true. I don't really know why she's doing what she's doing, and I don't really know why she's been in like a 5 or 6 hour live and no one stopped her and said, perhaps you need to come off. Like, you're on medication at the moment, you know, you're not thinking through everything properly. And the more you're talking, the more people are going to try and debunk what you're saying, kind of thing. But at the moment, I'm not in charge of what she's doing. I'll just address it all at the end, rather than all this tit for tat stuff all day long, which isn't my style. I won't be exposing who Cockerpoo is, the person I think it is, because it's not going to add anything apart from taking away some of my own credibility. And I haven't told a single person who I think Cockerpoo is. No one. So that can't come back on me. So that's all I've got to say on it really for right now. And just quickly to add, I did tell Lisa I was going to put up a video and I put it up. Then I saw she was live and she was saying lots of different things. So I thought the best thing to do is take it down and put one video up that addresses everything that happens today. So I just took it down, but Comic Cafe already took it and put it out. So obviously everything I said in that video is true, but I just thought I might need to add in the future. That's why I took it down. And the other thing that I just saw said in here that there's some kind of gagging order on me, which is why I'm not talking. It would take a lot more than Cockerpoo to try and gag me. I just don't agree in this back and forth bitch fest. I think I should just come out and do what I normally do, stand on business, say what's true, and then carry on with my stuff. I will think very hard before getting involved with another victim on TikTok after this. And that's the unfortunate side of it, is that you have to kind of, you know, once you get burnt, you don't really want to do it again.
So that's it, guys.
Morning, everybody.
So what's your views on that message? What I'm trying to say here, guys, if you watch Comet Hayley before she started to get involved with Cockerpoo and watch her now, listening to that, and obviously with the statement last night's statement, it come across very scripted and she was so nervous. You know, like I said, I'm only going on what I saw.
I think what she could just put the screen recording up that was sent to her of this doctored screen recording, because then we would see that it's doctored. But I think,
sorry, go on.
That would, you know, we would see that it's doctored, and then we would see what she's seeing. Because if it's the same as what everybody else is getting when they click on Cockerpoo's profile, then do you know what I mean? It's just what we're all getting. Oh, it's been posted.
Straight away when I tried getting hold of it, you know, that the account it was deactivated at one point. Sorry, Miss Ayrshire, do you want to come back, darling? Drop and then close your app and then come back.
Oh, someone said it's been posted. Oh, so the thing is, if it's been edited, then that does take away the credibility. I'm like on the fence because it is like a hard situation. People are obviously trying to find out who Cockerpoo is, and if Cockerpoo isn't related to this Lisa case, then it kind of just needs dropping. The issue is people are going to have with Cockerpoo is that she did go on that live with Delusive, and she did bring up all that trauma with Lisa, which is wrong.
I just think that was big gaslighting, full stop that. You know,
she put up, obviously, the pictures of Lisa with her childhood abuser. Like, that is wrong. But it's all of this, you know, who is Cockerpoo? You know, if she's not related to the Lisa issues, then I think it just all needs kind of stopping. Do you know what I mean? Like,
that hasn't been proven yet or disproven.
Yeah.
Because obviously with them two coming on yesterday, you know, No Face, and then obviously Hayley's comment, you know, and lots of people obviously are saying the same thing. That why change your mind so quickly?
Well, but if people are saying that the screenshot that Hayley obviously received has been posted and it has been edited, if you received a screen recording that was edited, you yourself, I know if I received a screen recording that was edited, I would be like, well, no, I'm not going to touch this, because if it is proof, why are you sending screen recordings that are edited? So
in your honest opinion, Jazz, what do you think personally is going on?
I don't disbelieve Lisa, because I would never disbelieve a victim.
No.
But then the fact for me is, why did Cockerpoo come on bringing up Lisa's relatives and stuff. Like, what is Cockerpoo's connection to the relatives? How did she get involved with her relatives?
And the pictures that she did show,
me.
The pictures that she did show, are they definitely pictures of the children's injuries?
This is what I mean. Like, if Cockerpoo has no...
Because if they are, if Lisa can say, yeah, definitely that's my son or that is my daughter, then how the fuck has Cockerpoo got hold of those type of papers if she's not related or involved in this case in some sort of way?
But that's how she brought herself into it, didn't she, really? Cockerpoo brought herself into it by doing that on a platform, and that's why people want to know who she is now, what she's got to do with it. As for Hayley, Hayley did what she thought was right at that time because she is very factual. If you actually been following her for a long time, you'll know she's very factual on everything that she does.
I may be a bit dumb, but that's just clicked into my head. Why the fuck would she have those type of images if she is not involved in this case whatsoever? Whether you're related to the victims or whether you're in some sort of position of authority, like a social worker or, you know, a judge or I don't know.
But you know yourself, you're not allowed pictures like that, yeah? Unless you are part of something. Those pictures are not out there on the internet. Can anyone find those pictures that she has? That'd be the first thing. I'm not being funny. If you're going looking for things, we know TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, whatever, there will be certain pictures. Certain pictures will never be put out on any platform.
So basically then, that alone just makes me think even more Cockerpoo is who Lisa thinks she is. Maybe the name is wrong. That Cockerpoo is either related to the victims or she's definitely involved in this case.
Right, I'm not being funny. Right, everyone's saying about Lisa Marie and everyone is saying about Hayley, yeah? Because something was sent. All right, the times, dates are not adding up on what was actually sent, yeah? And again, when you change names on an account, yeah, you know you can actually backtrack to an old account that you had. If it's your account, it will go back to the previous.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So I'm just saying that as well. So again, someone could be setting her up to fail because if you did actually watch her on the Jeremy Kyle show, I'm not being funny. Look what she grew up with. Look what she was accused of, and she proved them all wrong. So again, someone wants to get her back. They're going to do stuff to her to make her look like she's going insane. I'm sorry, but that's what people do to other people.
Well, can someone come in and show us the screen recordings? Apparently, it's all over the FYP, the one that's been doctored.
Well, Ange
probably maybe Lucy's the best for searching for that.
Because apparently people are saying it's all over the FYP, but also people are saying that the family actually contacted Cockerpoo with all of this evidence. And that's
why her? Jazz, why her specifically? Why not Hayley or anybody else?
I'm guessing they'd contact her because she's the one that's obviously been thrown into the mix. Like, she's the one that's being accused. But the thing that I don't get is why then come on and bring in her childhood, like, essay?
But the childhood essay is already out. Again, I'm not being
everybody.
It's already out there.
Morning, Tim.
It's already out there because it was on Jeremy. Do you get what I'm saying? It's already been on Jeremy Kyle. So again, we cannot go back and say, no, we're never going to see that. We've seen it now, yeah? So again, even on there, she had to justify everything that she was saying, and people were coming at her. She had to justify what she was saying. So she was proven to not be what they said she was. So again, people are going to try and come for you, and they're going to do certain stuff to you to make you look like you're going mad. Because again, I'm not saying no one's perfect in this world. We've all got past histories, whatever else.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, because I don't know a whole lot about this, but is it true that after all this happened, Cockerpoo, she deleted her account?
It was deactivated, but now when people search the account, it's taking them to other people's accounts.
Okay, so let me just say this. Okay, so Charmaine, I'm going to use you. Say you were an MP, okay? And you know, you were extremely unpopular for doing something, and somebody thinks that they found out that you were an MP, right?
Yeah.
But you're really not an MP. Okay, it's a lie. You wouldn't deactivate your account. You wouldn't care. You'd be like, dude, it's not me. And I'm not saying Cockerpoo that it's true. I just think that was her mistake, was deactivating that account, because it made it look like they caught me. Like,
Yeah.
she should have just stayed on and been like, guys, you can say I'm this woman all you want. I'm not this woman. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
100%.
Well,
I don't think that helps her case. That's all.
I get what you're saying, but the things that Cockerpoo had on Lisa, again, are very privileged information that only certain people, no one that hasn't actually said that. Everyone's been talking and saying whatever else. But the information that she said, I'm not being funny, Charlie, even your family's not going to have that.
No.
Can I just interrupt there? Because I've been watching it all the way through. Cockerpoo doesn't have any of these images or any of this information. Lisa's family approached Cockerpoo, and they've actually stated this all over their social media, that they contacted Cockerpoo and they give Cockerpoo verbal information around it. Cockerpoo doesn't have any of these court papers or know about any of this stuff legally. So it's all people just saying it. I don't know where this is coming from. And what Hayley said was, people keep focusing on this account being a glitch. It could be a glitch. But what Hayley said was the screen recordings that she received from Lisa Marie opening the messages from Cockerpoo were edited with still images, and that's why she stepped away from it, because the evidence appears to be doctored. It doesn't matter that there's a glitch on this account. That's all everybody's focusing on, and people are forgetting that screen recording is edited. Miss Baguette posted it last night. I don't know if it's still up, but it's quite clear to see that this screen recording is edited.
Wait, so Ashley, what you're saying is that the reason she knew information about this Lisa woman is because other people must have been DMing her and telling her?
I couldn't say for sure, but Lisa's family approached Cockerpoo to do the exposure, and that's how it happened. Cockerpoo doesn't have any court papers, as far as we're aware. Lisa hasn't sent these court papers to anyone, barring Hayley, she said last night, because there's a lot of sensitive information. Hayley hasn't shared them. People are saying Cockerpoo knows this, Cockerpoo knows that, because her family come on and exposed it all. And there was a lot of things on the Jeremy Kyle episode what were exposed. So nobody has ever...
Yeah, but remember the Jeremy Kyle show was over 10 years ago.
Yeah, it was. But a lot of things about Lisa and her childhood trauma and all of that stuff was all aired out on that TV show.
Actually, but can you tell, or, you know, what do you think, where did they come up with these pictures that were shown on Lucifer Angie's live? What was that about? Why would you come on then if it's not, you know, if it's not Lisa that she was going on about? Why the fuck would you come on and show images of other people's injuries or trauma?
This whole thing is a mess.
I didn't see any pictures of anyone shown on Lucifer Angie's with trauma, so I can't comment on that. I didn't see those pictures, so I don't know what pictures you're referring to.
Right, but no one shouldn't, again, this is not even about her. No one should be showing anything like that on any platforms, because again, it's not anybody's, your lives. That's someone else's life.
By doing that, it's caused another issue for Cockerpoo, because it's coming across if it's major gaslighting.
Can I ask a quick question?
Yeah, and then we're going to go to DG Decor.
My question is to DG Decor, because last night in his live, he says he factually knows that who Cockerpoo is.
You said that she lived up the road from you, DJ Decor, did you not?
No, this is what I'm saying, right? People don't listen to what I said, right? I said, I know Cockerpoo. I've seen Cockerpoo. That doesn't mean I've met Cockerpoo. I've seen her, I've FaceTimed her. Well, I've actually FaceTimed her nephew, and her nephew was with her. FaceTimed her.
You also said that you up the road from you, DJ Decor, that you didn't speak to Cockerpoo, you only spoke to the nephew.
What?
On that live in with Angie, at the beginning, you said that you've spoken to Cockerpoo, but a bit way through that live, you said the only person basically you spoke to was Cockerpoo's nephew. You've never seen her, you've never met her.
Where'd you get that from?
But that is on that clip.
It didn't.
Aren't you somewhat related to her as well?
No. So, right, let me say this now, and you can screen record so you know exactly what I'm saying, and people don't, can't run with different fucking thingies. Cockerpoo is from my town, from there. So then Cockerpoo moved down south, and lives up there now. But she's from my town. Her family are from my town. Some of her family still live in my town. I know her relations. So I know, like, I'm friends with her nephew, who is obviously, her nephew. And I didn't know this. She obviously supported me and stuff like this, and then said, obviously once we sort of chatted off app and stuff, she said, this is my nephew, blah, blah, blah. I said, oh my God, as if. I said, I hang around with him. I said, like, obviously I don't hang around with him all the time, but I said, I know him. And like, I've played snooker, whatever else with him.
And is that the nephew that was on the Jeremy Kyle show?
No, because that's not her.
Okay, and have you seen her face?
Yes, I FaceTimed her nephew, because basically what happened is...
Well, that's not her. Have you seen her face?
No, if you let me finish. So her nephew was at Christmas time when it came. Her nephew went down to hers for Christmas. And her nephew FaceTimed.
Thanks to Granny, I'm dropping you down, darling. Thank you for joining.
Her nephew FaceTimed me and said, here's Auntie Cockerpoo. Obviously, I'm not going to say her name, but here's Auntie Cockerpoo, blah, blah, blah. And they were both on camera, but through his... like if someone on news, they're in the background now. And obviously, I'm speaking to them both.
So you definitely saw her face, what you said.
Definitely. And I've got a picture. I've got two pictures. One from years ago, and I've got one from, obviously, recently. And it's the same person as on the FaceTime. So there's no way...
the picture you've got, that's nothing. Charlie. That's not the same as any of the pictures.
I could just say something, because I can't speak for long, because I'm in where I am. DJ, I think you're talking absolutely out your arse, and I'm going to say it. I think you're covering for her. And I tell you what, if you know she is, tell her, for her own sake, she needs to show her own face, because we're just going to keep digging. I already think I know who she is, so... She's not that long. That's the problem. All right, do it on her own terms, but I think you're right, talking out your ass for money.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You think, don't you? That's a lot of what you do, is you think.
Right, DJ Deckle, you've got plenty of videos, right, where you've been live and you've turned around and said 20 different things. You said you knew her. You said you see her every day driving in your town. That's what you said the other day whenever you were live.
Utter shit. Is that what this is? Utter shit. Because you don't say every day driving in my town.
Hold on, we talk out of shit. I'm not the one making the video saying that I know the woman personally.
Wait, did you saying I know her personally? See, this is what I'm saying. You lot go by hearsay, what you say, and
by what came out of your mouth.
This words. So I made a video of this now, did I?
You were sitting in your car saying, I see her on a daily basis driving past me, and then all of a sudden it was, I know her.
And I'll delete my account. Show me that screen record now. I'll delete my account and I'll send every single one is 10 unis.
DG, to be fair, right, when I
show me that screen. No, hang on, I'm not going any further. I'm not joining any more bullshit lives. If you're going to spout shit, I'm getting off.
Wait, Lord,
okay.
Wait, DG, can I...
He literally has said on his live that he is somehow distant related to her, and now he's just said that he's not.
Jazz, there's a video of
said
him
they
in
had family connections.
Right.
I heard said family connections. I didn't actually say they were related. I'm not sticking up for them. I'm saying what I factually heard. And I was trying to get to the point, but Chippy interrupted me, is the picture you have, because the pictures we have are the same person years apart, is that the same picture? It doesn't have to be Cockerpoo, but if that's the woman, that's Cockerpoo. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't mean she was guilty of what Lisa's saying, but that would mean it's Cockerpoo, but I never got a bloody answer.
Sorry, Lucy.
You wouldn't have got an answer anyway, so...
I'm not being funny, Lucy. He sat, DJ was here the other day, sat up and said the same thing. Bring me the video. I didn't say it when he knows full well what he said in past things, yeah? But again, he wants the proof and the evidence. That's fine. If you want the proof and the evidence, I will now today go out and find it just for you, DJ Decor.
That's what you need
That's
to do
what
at
more
the end of the
important.
day, because we just need to work on facts and fact finding. And at the end of the day, you've got to look at another fact is Cockerpoo. I think it's a little bit weird that they've got family connections. Her nephew is his age, but she's his biggest gifter. Like that. That's
Actually, she's not. She's nowhere near my biggest gifter. So again, no more facts.
DG, can I just say?
Well, she's one of you. She's one of you.
One minute, one at a
A lot
time.
of people who supported a lot of people. So if you think about that, if you split out her level 35 gifting badge between a lot of people, Zach, Miss Red, everyone she used to go into, stuff like that. I was the main person she supported, but I have plenty of other gifters who are much higher and stuff like that. But it doesn't matter anyway. But what I'm saying is, you've just said there you'll find that video of me stating that I see her driving around my town all the time, yeah? So when you bring me that video, that evidence, if not, I want you to do a video apologising for spouting bullshit.
Steve, would you like to drop and see if you can find it, my darling, and come back in like, I don't know, 5 minutes or whatever?
That'd be lovely.
Not right now, Charlie, because I've got more important things with the live that I did last night. Not being rude, DJ Decor, but whenever there's perverts on the line, which are more important than you, that are going for vulnerable young adults and ladies, they're much more important than you. Sorry, just saying.
Can I ask DG a question? Sorry.
Yeah,
I'm not being funny, but all I see here is simple people chatting shit and
wait, DG, can I please? Because I don't actually believe Cockerpoo's Jenny, by the way.
Can I just say I have a first-class degree and a business degree, so I'm far from
Come on and insult us, DG.
Facts get shown, and you go around the facts and you clutch at other shit, and you go, but I don't believe that.
DG, I'm only going on the factual evidence that I've seen and heard on here.
This is the same man. Again, I'm going to state this now, DJ, yeah, because now you want to start your rubbish about we're all simple and whatever else. This is the same man that came for a disabled young boy, yeah, with his friend sitting in a car. Again, tell me I'm simple again now. And you did not do that though, didn't you? That's what you said again. The video was put out there all the time with you and your friend in the car. But again, now you want the video proof again. But even though you've seen
Wait. Dee, which disabled person? I just want to double check.
He came for Alfie. He came for Alfie when Alfie did the rising.
Can I ask DG a question?
Yeah, go on, Courtney.
Sorry, so I don't personally believe the whole Cockerpoo being Jenny personally. My issue was the live that Cockerpoo did, which you literally stated in your live last night that you would do anything to prove that you're not that person. But wouldn't there be a simpler way rather than, taking down someone's trauma and other people who are watching it as well?
What you're going to say is show yourself.
Well, I remember you did say that you see Cockerpoo all the time walking about town. Just saying, I saw that as well, and I remember.
No, we never said that. I'm in every live. What DG?
He did. It wasn't in his own live. It wasn't.
That.
He did. So
He did say it. I'm not going to sit online.
Do you know what? You're twisting all
did.
this narrative, and none of you are making fucking sense.
It wasn't in his own live. It was
all
in
you
somebody's
do is
box.
when he comes
Mind the
into these
language.
lives,
We treat people with a bit of dignity and respect here,
He
Joe.
knows that. Listen to him and
language.
listen to his story instead of shouting.
Joe, pull yourself in.
Who flagged him off? No one flagged him off.
Stop the language, or otherwise you will be dropped. We're adults, so let's speak to each other with a bit of dignity and respect, Joe. Thank you.
Right, Joe, no one slagged him off. We asked him a couple of questions, right? Then he called us all what? So again, I would get your facts straight before you come on shouting off your gob. Thank
No,
you.
because of these static comments and I'm absolutely livid. This is just twisting it and making it worse, and he always gets dragged into everybody's shit.
I think you got
and
the
then
wrong
you
end of
all
the
call
stick.
him liars.
We are already
You don't
going
let
on,
him
yeah?
have his say. So let him tell you.
Joe.
1 minute, it's my platform.
Joe,
At
drop.
the end of the day, we're only talking about the evidence that we've seen on this app. We're not making any of it up. We're not making none of it up at all.
Yeah, but you are.
But we're not.
Making it worse.
How am I making it worse when I'm highlighting what's going on the app and then it's all
Because
over the
that's not
FYP?
what's going off.
Well, I'm only reporting
is
the
here
actual...
to tell you about Cockerpoo, who he knows, but you're all jumping on him and don't.
Nobody's jumping on him, love. At the end of the day, I'm only going on the evidence. Steve, 1 minute. I'm only going on the evidence that's on the FYP.
Right, okay, so let me just explain this, yeah? You've just said you're going by the evidence that's on the FYP. Why would somebody who had facts and says this is the truth, why would somebody doctor evidence? Why would somebody doctor evidence? But now you're going around that fact.
But why would Cockerpoo go on Angie's live and show images of somebody else's injury if she's not related to this Lisa Marie anyway?
Hold on, nobody's going around. Nobody's going around that fact. I literally said, can someone come in and show that screen recording? Because if she's doctored that, then that is a big point to make. Like, why would she doctor that? But that still doesn't
dismiss that.
That still doesn't take away from the fact.
So are you going to let people body shame me in your chat?
So the action.
You sit in DG's live and body shames people all the time. Don't be here talking about body shaming.
I'm just being told to go and eat up pies.
So that video you're talking about, Jazz, by the way, it literally shows a screen recording, which is all blinkery, right? And then suddenly it turns into a still image. It wasn't always a screen recording. It went from a screen recording to a still image to a screen recording to a still image. That is not 100%. Like, you
and that's what I said. That's what I said. If that is true, then we can't get away from that point, because if that's a doctored screen recording, then that obviously debunks everything. We can't get away from the fact that if a doctored screen recording has been sent, why has that been doctored? Why would somebody send like doctored evidence?
I'm not being Jazz, we already went through, right, Jazz, we'd already spoke about this before they'd even come in, yeah? Again, we've just asked some questions, and it's really funny. This is a bit I really hate, when you're asking questions and it gets turned back onto something else instead of answering the questions. DG, right, you said you want videos, you want this, that, and the other. I'm not being rude. Whenever you're speaking, you should actually know what comes out of your mouth and remember what you say. That way, you wouldn't need any videos. You wouldn't need any video evidence of what you said, because everything that comes out of my mouth, I remember it. Well, because it's come out of my mouth. You turned around and said that you see her all the time up and down your road. Yeah?
Okay, show me that proof and I will delete my account.
Here we go again.
My question to you, DG, is like,
you just spout utter shit. You just talk and spout utter shit. That's all I've ever heard.
I'm glad you know me. I'm glad you really know me, DG, because I don't sprout. And again, I'm not a clout chaser. I'm not up here defending someone who hasn't got a face, who's speaking about a victim of something that she went through as a child. Yes, so I'm not a clout chaser. Let's all get that bit straight. Another one of your friends is out there speaking about a victim. Another one of your people that you hang about with. So I would actually look a lot at yourself first before you open your mouth to me. And again, you come for disabled children, and now you want to stand on the higher ground. As a parent, I think you need to grow the F up, yeah?
Joe, please drop. I don't need you to back me, honestly. Just please drop. It just makes it worse. So what I'm saying is, so the person who you said there, yeah? So you're saying Lisa Marie, a victim, blah, blah, blah. Lisa Marie brought it to the app and said Cockerpoo is slandered Cockerpoo and her family. So you're expected to sit there and sit back and not say anything. So, because I'm telling you now.
No, that isn't what I said, DJ. What I said, you're going to say something. Say it with chest and with your face. Don't hide behind the screen, because that's not how it goes. If you're going to say something, because as you just said, listen to what you just said. So why is she hiding behind the screen? Why can no one not know what she looks like? But she's going there and saying it with chest.
I'll tell you why, right? Because, and this is what annoys people the most, because Cockerpoo has a very successful job, right? And you know when trolls on TikTok don't like somebody, like look at Comment Cap and look at all these people who get involved and they do this, that and the other, and they start trying to affect you because they can't affect you, and this is what pisses them off, because they can't affect you. Next minute they start going into your personal life. Oh, pardon me. They start going into your personal life. They start delving into your private life, your partner, this, that and the other, and they start trying to tear your life down outside of TikTok because they're sad little individuals with no time.
Can I just ask somebody in the chat? Michelle says she has every right to hide her face. Yes, but she hasn't got the rights to come on here and victim shame by showing those pictures.
No.
Yeah, and can I just...
Hi, could I just speak quickly?
Everyone, you're talking about Cockerpoo. We'll stick to one subject at a time.
Well, you're the one who brought it up, so don't say
Alfie's
something.
mum's in the chat, so we can get Alfie's mum up. Like I said, I did a live last night about someone else.
And in fairness, this isn't about Alfie at the moment.
Right, exactly.
That's
All right,
what
well, don't bring it up then and
Let's
start.
keep,
Don't bring
let's
it up
keep
then
to
and
the
start
relevant
slandering.
stuff.
Right, hold on, Charlie. I'm going to jump and then come back in on my other account. 1 second.
Okay.
Can I just go back? Sorry, to ask DG about that whole. So, DG, do you agree that what Cockerpoo did by bringing someone's trauma up and trying to disprove that trauma was wrong?
What I agree with is defending yourself when Lisa Marie already brought it to the app and said about these things and brought her own trauma to the app and caused all this.
But
And
DG should
throwing accusations about with no actual facts and no actual proof, because how do you know someone by a voice when it's the voice didn't even sound exactly like her and the voice didn't even, and you've not seen a picture of her, so you can't just go around throwing accusations at people.
But DG, I come from a big family and I don't speak to some of them, you know, not on a weekly basis or a monthly, not even on a yearly. But as soon as I hear my family's voice, I know who they are.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So, but then if you listen to the voice note, was there a difference? Or so you know as a person, you know who they are, but every other stranger who has listened to that voice note there and it's completely different, go, oh my God, that's completely different.
I couldn't rule that out, no, because it does sound very similar.
But Lisa
similar,
didn't.
Yeah, but
Go on, sorry.
That's like anyone, you know, fucking hell, anyone from Southport has a similar accent to me. That's like plucking out 80,000 people and going, oh, well, you know, that's her. That's definitely her.
That's why we can't debunk that at the moment, because we can't prove yes and we can't prove no.
But
so we can't
regardless
debunk
of that,
idea yet.
Lisa was sedated, DG, 3 times that day for her own protection. She'd self-harmed. She was willing to take her own life, contemplating taking her own life. She was under the crisis team. Cockerpoo knew that and went ahead with an exposure that didn't even deal with that matter in hand. It brought up an 11-year-old sexual assault.
Yeah.
Okay, imagine
that behaviour in itself is
Cockapoo's going through mental health and Lisa Marie slandered her and her family and brought
But
it all over
you've got to take a higher ground at some point, haven't you? You what? Just go ahead and then get the news that she's taken her life.
But I think you need to understand, DG, and this isn't just aimed at Lisa, this is aimed at everyone that's never got evidence or the justice for their own attacks. Because that isn't just offending Lisa, that's also even your own followers, people that support you, have been now upset for the fact that their trauma is being discounted because they didn't have evidence.
No, I never said that they didn't have evidence. What I'm saying is, yeah, you can't just... I heard somebody yesterday say you just believe the victim until proven innocent. That's like basically saying that the person who is guilty until proven innocent. That's not the way it works. It's innocent until proven guilty. Yes, have sympathy and empathy for the person who's a victim. Yeah, of course, because they've gone through hell.
Guys, can we not put anybody in the spare box, because we need to have that open for Dee when she returns.
Is Dee not Mary Motor?
DG, I think taking like this Lisa thing out of
no, sorry, I'm separate from Dee.
Okay.
Taking this Lisa thing out of the equation.
Sorry, I just wanted to say,
Go on,
like everybody, like I know in these boxes, like DG and that as well. You're up here defending Cockerpoo, which is you're right and whatever. What you need to remember though is Cockerpoo is completely nobody knows who she is apparently. She's going to walk away from this with. She can go down the street. She can close down her account. Nobody's going to know who she is, well, apart from you, of course. So she's going to walk away from this. You're in the boxes arguing and everything like for her. And you're just going to make yourself look worse and worse while she just walks away anonymously. Also, the thing with the Cockerpoo and that thing is, basically... What Cockerpoo did was wrong. You will never tell me otherwise. I would never say sorry for what happened to Cockerpoo, because what she did was absolutely ridiculous. She pulled that lassie full pure trauma because she wanted to prove that she was a liar when she remains anonymous on this app.
Believe a fact that somebody said by
Can we quickly listen to these voice notes, please? Or
I know what Cockerpoo looks like. I actually know. I know who she is. She's from my town, and I can honestly say, whether you believe me or not, I can honestly say nobody has outed a picture or even like, I can't say come close because fucking hell, I don't know what. Do you know what I mean? How close can you get to a person? But no one has actually pulled anything about Cockerpoo. I know what she does for a job. I've known Cockerpoo for fucking hell, for pretty much like quite a lot about her.
We've also got family connections in.
There you
Right.
go.
Is that
So-
okay? There is more.
No,
What I'll
it's
do
not
is.
okay. It's not okay. Let me just pause that a sec. So you just said, I see Cockerpoo walking up and down the street all the time. But then you've just showed a video of me saying, I know who Cockerpoo is. I've known Cockerpoo for over a year and a half. And we have family connections, which, yes, we do, because I just said to you, I know her. I know her.
DJ.
Thingy. So
I
where
did.
I
Someone
say,
tagged
I
me in
see
these ones
Cockerpoo?
here. Yeah, someone tagged me. The lady just come in the box share and tagged me in these ones here. There's an actual footage of you saying you see her up and down basically you see her up and down your street every day. That's what you turned around and said. There are more
You can't say
videos.
this.
As soon
You
as
just
I
said
get
come with that
them,
evidence.
as
You
soon
didn't
as I get them, I will repost them. Yeah, this is
won't
one
get
here that is stating that you know her. This is what you said.
Yeah.
So again, you're going against what you just said earlier anyway.
I could have.
So I'm not going to sit here and argue with you.
That says I know it. Yeah, I know because you're talking shit again. This is what I'm saying. You talk shit
No,
and
I'm
then
not
come up with
talking.
this little
Listen, that's
screen
one thing
recording.
I do not do. I do not talk shit. I don't need
I would
to.
have showed you that. Well, you are. You're spreading a lot of shit. I see Cockerpoo walking up and down the street daily. I have never once said that, and I know that for a fact. So when you come with that,
Okay,
then,
right.
you've
There is
just
a
said,
video
oh,
out
someone's just
there,
come
and
in
I
and
will find it now
Can you
because
just
now
stop for a
my effects are turning on to you instead of what is actually I should be doing. But I will find it for you because you did say it. You did say
Sorry,
it.
guys, I need to quickly jump down. So I just want to say, I think like this is done now. Like this whole Cockerpoo Lisa situation, it's all just rolling and rolling and rolling and keeps going. I think it needs to be done now. It's now between Lisa and Cockerpoo. If they can figure out some way to fix it, Lisa's getting the help that she needs to help with her mental health, which is great. The whole Cockerpoo, I don't know if she's coming back or what she's doing. She's able to walk away from this scot-free. She can just turn off the app and go. What there was wrongdoing on both parties. If Lisa did tell lies, then that is wrong. And what happened to Cockerpoo, but then what Cockerpoo did was also absolutely terrible. It now needs to end. They can sort it between themselves if they need to, because it's affecting the whole of the app.
I agree with
And
that.
that's all
What
I'm
I'm going to
gonna
say is, when you said Cockerpoo can walk free or whatever, and I'm sat here, for me, I'm standing in what I believe is what right. Like you are, like you're standing for whatever side. And me, I'm standing for what I believe is in right. If somebody has been accused of something and it's not them, and thousands of people are now trying to dig into her personal life, and she wants to keep her private life private, hence why she doesn't go live and like on a camera.
I think the biggest mistake she made, DG, was coming on and saying, if you want to find me, find me. And I think, and I think Karma is right. I think by Friday, by the end of the week, we'll all know who Cockerpoo really is.
Yeah, which then, well, as I say, for one, then you're doxing somebody who doesn't want to be, it doesn't want to be. No,
She's put that out there herself.
Doxing isn't illegal.
We've got the
She
right
said you won't
picture.
find me.
I think we've got the right picture of those pictures of that lady. I think Lisa Marie may have got the name wrong, but Cockerpoo is 100% connected to this case in some sort of way.
See, this is what I'm saying. You can't say she's 100% connected.
Sorry, people are saying in the chat that it's illegal to dox.
not
It's not
connected.
illegal to dox.
It's not illegal to dox.
Little box, please.
In the
Doxing's
UK, it's not illegal to dox.
It's not. It's not illegal to dox. It's only it only then turns into a crime if it then turns into malicious communication or
harassment
or anything like that.
So either way, what I'm saying is, you still. Why would you dox somebody? Why are you that affected? All you need to do is,
Because
Haley
I
just
think
come on.
people want to know what her involvement in this case is.
I think I'm going to
not involved in
And
it.
not only that,
Strangers.
obviously, and not only that, people are wondering and asking, were these children that are in, because they are at the centre of this issue, So was these children allowed into certain people's environment to be abused again while under Cockerpoo or the nephew's supervision.
You're not listening though, are you?
But I don't.
But we are listening, DG, because we're only going on what's been said.
But Charlie, Charlie, can I ask you a question? Why are you so determined that Cockerpoo is that person when, no offence, but Lisa's literally proven his lies?
I always believe the victim until proven
No,
otherwise.
but this is the thing. But this thing is, you can still believe the victim because the trauma is real. What happened? Haley and No Face have said that. What happened to Lisa happened. But the voice, the person that we are hearing as Cockerpoo is not Jenny. That's where it's different. This does happen. There is people who misidentify people because the trauma is so deep.
Do you not think then Cockerpoo is involved in this case in some sort of way?
No.
I don't know how many times I have to
I'm
tell you.
actually
and
going
this
to
is what I'm
drop,
saying.
but I think what DG's like not realising is people are so angry with Cockerpoo because she went on Delusive Angie's live and brought someone else's trauma and got herself involved.
Lisa
in it.
brought her own trauma to the app.
No, she didn't. She did not bring.
No.
She did not bring her childhood sexual trauma to the app.
Blinkers on.
She did not bring her childhood sexual trauma to the app. No, she didn't.
She didn't.
But that doesn't matter.
It does matter. Yes, it does matter because someone's childhood.
I'm saying what he's saying. He's saying.
Oh, sorry.
Yes. No, I'm talking about what he said, right? The whole thing is she should have went to live to prove that it's not her. I'm not involved. I'm not Jenny. But instead she went live to disprove someone's trauma. She didn't have to do that. We all know this. So he can sit on lives and say all he wants. Oh, she was doing everything she can to prove that it wasn't anything to do with her. That didn't need to happen.
And the matter of fact is, if Lisa fired up a live of her own and started talking about her own childhood SA, it is her story to tell. If she fired up that live and put up a picture of her and her victim, it is her story to tell. She is well within her right to fire up a live and speak about her childhood SA. It is not for Cockerpoo, Delusive Angie, me, Courtney, Charlie, or anyone else to fire up a live and start speaking about anyone else's trauma or childhood SA. So that is why people are coming for Cockerpoo, because it's absolutely no one else's place to talk about anybody else's trauma. And that is why everybody else is so angry about it.
Guys, I'm going to drop, but have a good day, everyone.
Lucy, my lovely.
Bye.
Do you know what makes me laugh about all this, Charlie? Do you know, that the ones trying to defend Cockerpoo will stand there and sit there and go, well, it's not Cockerpoo, you can't prove it. Well, neither can you prove it that it's not Cockerpoo, because nobody's showing that you have. The ones defending her don't show any evidence. Cockerpoo won't show her face. But then, so they'll argue her point, but they don't sit and argue the point that they haven't got any evidence.
But the evidence
there's too many here thinking you all know better than everybody else. That's the trouble with you. Some of us do research, some of us look, some of us search, and it'll come out who Cockerpoo is. Cockerpoo deserves to be doxxed. I'll tell you why she deserves, because of that live she held. She was vile and disgusting, and the people involved in that live were vile and disgusting towards Lisa, and they all need doxing. They all need outing for who they are. They all need calling for who they are. They're absolutely vile people. To hold that live was disgusting.
Yeah.
Anybody involved in that live?
Guys, do you remember in April, the beginning of April, when Pearl was doing a live about the fundraising? Do you remember that? She says her name was Jenny.
What?
Before this all came out.
Yeah, she could be lying. Do you know what I mean? She's probably taken the scent off herself. But yeah, no, I agree with Chippy. But am I right? Am I right into thinking, wasn't it Cockerpoo that actually brought all of that Anne-Marie's past into it and brought all that up? It wasn't Anne-Marie that done that.
Lisa Marie.
Did anybody watch that Haley account last night?
Sorry, Courtney.
Yeah, I was talking to Haley in a live last night from comments.
Okay.
She didn't dismiss. She just said she couldn't because of her platform. She couldn't put two and two together with the Cockerpoo and Jenny Blackshaw because
Can you
She
remember
needed
when
more
she,
proof, basically.
Yeah. Can you actually remember when she did actually say that when she did check that account, it actually went back to one of DG's friends? Why go back to DG's friends? Do you know what I mean?
You're going to ask this question why some people are involved and why some people are not involved, aren't you?
You
And then
don't
why
usually
some people
get
are covering
involved,
it up.
does
And what the ones that actually do highly protect Cockerpoo are all in a clique.
When she did that account and she said that the account had gone back, debunked it or said something, they did a check and it went back to a banned account. The banned account was actually one of DG's friends, supporters.
Well, that wouldn't surprise anybody. I'm not being funny. In this box right now, it wouldn't surprise me whatsoever, because every time you say something to DG, right, again, he sat in the car, he says he sees her on a daily basis, yeah? That's what he turned around and said. He's just turned around and lied.
Can we play that second clip quickly, Dee, that you've got?
Oh, I'll have to change phones again.
Good morning, everybody. You're right, Chippy.
Person. Sorry.
I'm all right, but
Darling? Yeah.
What everyone
I can't
sees.
talk for long, sorry, it's just
out of your mouth.
because of what I am,
Remember.
so.
Sorry, Chippy.
No,
Are you
you're
okay,
right.
Chips?
No, I'm good. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I am.
Sorry, honey.
You know what? I know why
He's
you're
just
asking.
got on my nerves. He really has just. Ooh.
Do you know what gets on my nerves with him is that he won't. It's just one of them. He comes in. He only comes in when something's affecting him. You know that. He never jumps in a box just randomly like that. He just jumps in when he's got to defend something. Just ask yourself why.
I like the way he
You
comes
guys
for
a
women, though.
question.
Yes,
Sorry.
good one, honey.
Sorry. It was to ask about, so obviously Lisa said that the podcast, right, that whole clip is something that's being used as a part of a court case, right? And that's why she couldn't show the whole clip, is because of that. But if that was the case, then wouldn't Jenny not have been able to upload that, and that wouldn't be allowed to be on the internet in the first place?
It's not supposed to be.
That's why people are right again, hun. This is why people are saying what they're saying. How did you, as an outsider, whoever, get certain images? And again, now all of a sudden, the family sent it, this sent it, that sent it. There's certain things no one should have if it's part of a court case, because it's a document. It's against the law for anybody to have any of that. And then you're sitting on a platform and you're there disclosing vital information that is probably towards a case. Now all of a sudden the count's gone down, whatever. Again, people are going to come for Lisa because they don't want her to tell the truth. I'm being quite honest. How many times have victims been shamed to the point of no return? Please, does everyone understand that, where they've actually been shamed, where they've taken their own lives?
Lisa, 100%.
Well, some of us aren't giving up. I've got to go now. And some of us aren't giving up looking and finding. And yeah, you never know. You never know. It could be today. It could be tomorrow that their face will be all over internet. We'll Cockerpoos. Don't worry about it.
So we not sit here and turn around and say, for instance, I don't think Cockerpoo's Jenny, but I still believe her as a victim.
No, I believe Cockerpoo is Jenny.
Do you really?
And that the pictures that were put up yesterday are not the Jenny you're talking about. All right, see you back.
I don't know. All I know is I know that young lady, Lisa Marie, needs support and she needs help. So that's what I believe.
Well, has anybody else got anything to debunk or like to add?
Sorry, I'm not being rude whenever I say this, but if you're going to come on a platform, right, this goes to creators and everybody, you should already know when you're on a platform and you're speaking about certain things, people will find out who you are because you took the time to get yourself involved in everything that's going on. I'm just saying. So please don't act like anyone's holier than anyone else. Because that's why DJ Decor now is getting so affected, because people came for him. If you remember him saying that, Charlie, in your live last time, people came for him, his address. That's what people do. People will do that because you sit up there and say whatever you say.
He's an influencer, isn't he?
Hi, Rob.
Hello, how's things?
Hello, what would you like to say?
Well, nothing. I just, I just caught the tail end of the conversation about court papers, etc., etc. So I don't really know what the conversation is about. But if it's to do with things like mental health and this, that, and the other, well, for the host that doesn't know, I work in this industry. A lot of people feign mental health and they use it as
But
fashion.
we're not talking about mental health issues at the moment. We're just talking about the issues with Cockerpoo.
Yeah, I don't.
Do you have any idea what the Cockerpoo is, or what the issue, or what the situation is?
Okay, all right, Robbie. Can I ask you a question? Yeah, seeing as you do work in that industry, any papers, that you have, are you allowed to give them to anybody else? So, say you got papers on me, I'm your client, whatever. Are you allowed to share them with anybody apart from a court
It's
of law?
going through court.
Absolutely not.
Knew it.
If you came to me for counsel, your one-to-one session, then what you say to me stays with me and gets filed away. However, if you're going to be in danger of harming yourself or harming someone else, then that would be shared with another agency. But normally, paperwork between client and counsellor or whoever, therapist, stays with the therapist.
Well, we're on about social services. The lady has been going through social services, and it's been going through court. She had her children taken off her.
Right.
And
is they section 20s? Do we know?
Pardon?
Section? Do we know?
I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry, but they go on.
But she knows too much information, and what she's done is she's come online and brought up her childhood trauma. That would have been all in the court papers. That's the only way she could have known.
That's a bit worrying, that, isn't it? Because any professional agency, they can't share. It's a safeguarding concern.
And would you say by coming onto a public platform, showing pictures of injuries of children, would you say that was a safe option to do if you're in a safeguarding type of position?
No, absolutely not. See, the trouble with social media nowadays, everybody wants people to feel sorry for them. Everyone's out to con people, this, that, whoa, so it feels sorry for me. They spread all their evidence and, I've got this and this has happened. If you're going through trauma like that, the last thing you want is for the world to know. Why, and professionals, it just wouldn't happen. Pictures won't be leaked. They'll be for professional courts only.
But the case is closed, right? The case is closed. Does that make any difference?
But it isn't closed at the moment, isn't it? Because she keeps saying she can only let us know bit by bit when she can.
But isn't that the whole thing? Is because there wasn't enough evidence, and that's why it was.
But no, I still think there's still evidence being submitted.
So,
I don't know the people involved. It's not. I can only speak from a professional standpoint of what the area that I work in, and anything of that nature is safeguarded and only on a need-to-know basis. Who needs to see specific papers, reports?
So, if somebody's coming on and showing those type of images, would you say that is in a deflection type of way, or would you say that is victim shaming?
It depends what the end game is for the person who's showing the reports and the pictures, isn't it?
And on your professional advice, would you believe the victim before until proven otherwise?
Well, yeah. If the person comes to me, I'll have I have to believe them, wouldn't I? Until proven otherwise. I mean, it sounds like by reading these comments, it was on the pictures, it was on the television, etc., etc. So I would like to comment on that. All I can speak for, if someone comes to us, we believe their story, obviously, until proven otherwise. But we wouldn't do trial by social media. I mean, that just isn't fair, is it?
No, it's not.
No.
And this is the thing, we're not court and jury. That should never have happened. That life full stop. If Cockerpoo wanted to clear her name, she could have cleared her name another way.
But Courtney, saying that we're not judge and jury. Yes, we're not. But we're not trying to portray that on here. But other platformers are.
No, I'm not meaning you, but I mean, I'm going to call it out. I'm going to say as it is. Angie acts like she's court and jury. I need to see all the evidence. Well, where's the evidence of the stuff you say half the time? Let's be fucking honest. Let's call a spade, right? This person sits on this app and says it constantly that everyone needs to show evidence of their story, but never does that when she tells her stories.
And it's her opinion.
And remember, Angie, if you are listening, we've only just mentioned you, and I've still got 1.3 in here, darling. All right, carry on.
Sorry, I just needed to say that.
I did. I had to get that in. But yeah, it's just, look, I think going on look, we're all about evidence and what we see. I don't think none of my team or myself have made anything up. We've only stated what we've seen on the app. Okay? Now, I don't care about messages, WhatsApp messages, blah, 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 because that can be changed. I want to see visual evidence. And what I've seen so far, I still believe Lisa's talking the truth.
Right, if everyone goes to, sorry, Charlie, let me just say this because everyone wants to see, the video that DJ Deckle said he didn't. Right, TikTok Teapot is the place to be. Yeah, they have all the videos, all the gossip, and everything else. Just saying. DJ Deckle.
The thing is, right, I heard, right, in a live, the only reason DJ is sticking up for her is because she is one of his main big gifters. Is that true, DJ? Is that why you feel that you need to stick up for her? Because you have said in the previous live that Charlie held, is that when people gift you big, you contact them and see that, that they can afford to gift you as well. So is that how you became friends?
He did say that when he come in here, Charlie. He did say that, didn't he? But he also said it wasn't just him.
I'm going to jump down because this is. I don't know what's going on, Reed. I'll just jump.
Okay, Robbie, love. But thank you.
Have a great day, lovely.
He's lovely, Robbie. Everybody give him a follow if you can. He is a lovely fella and he is very helpful. Hello, Max.
Morning, everyone. Morning.
Good morning.
Oh, she's gone.
Okay, so thank you for having me up. It's just two things I really want to say because we always seem to be skirting. So now, by DG's own mouth, he's now said she's got a very important job.
Yes, she has.
Yeah, exactly. So if you've got a very important job, she took a big risk and it's blown up, right? So now we're closing ranks to protect her while she threw. Doesn't matter what you support to the app. If she was that adamant it wasn't her, even her level of education should know that's what the police are for. Why were the police not able to deal with that? She took it back to the app to embarrass that girl. But what she's going to do now is embarrass herself because she didn't expect the backlash. She expects all this sympathy, but she hasn't gifted everyone, so not everyone's paid in the pocket. Sorry, I'm jogging while I'm talking. I need to stop. Right, so, that was just my point. It just seems to be there was a big 360. The glitch, Lisa had mentioned the glitch. Now, that's out there. She mentioned glitches. And it's funny how now glitch is now mentioned in Calm. Anyway, besides the point, my point was, if she's got so much to risk and she's got such an important job, why be stupid then? Because those documents that she produced didn't come from the family.
No,
so where did they come from?
Yeah.
They wouldn't have been given to the family. So where did they come from? And why are we now, yet again, it's a bit like misread, right? Isn't it? She does something and everyone else comes out, backing her. And poor Cockerpoo had all the guts and the brass and the chest. So why doesn't she come and do it with chest now? She didn't even have to take it this far, but she chose that platform. So now that's how it ends, isn't it?
Absolutely.
It's now on this platform. She bought it.
Can we quickly hear from Jimmy? Morning, Jim.
Hi, Charlie. I've got a different point of view altogether on this. I do not believe that it's Cockerpoo. I don't believe it is. Do I think Lisa Marie has been through what she's saying she's been through? 100%. I think it's kind of a bit of a witch hunt. I think nobody has seen categorical evidence that this is Cockerpoo. Nobody has seen categorical evidence that this is Cockerpoo.
But it hasn't been proven it isn't.
Exactly, and as I'm saying, I don't believe it's Cockerpoo. I do not believe it's Cockerpoo for 1 second. Do I think Lisa's vulnerable? Yes. Do I think she's crying out for help? Yes. Do I think she's a victim? Yes. Do I believe it's Cockerpoo? No. And people are all worried and screaming about Lisa's mental health, but where's the people that's worrying about Cockerpoo's mental health? Cockerpoo is being dragged. The lady is purely trying to defend herself.
So
think
do you not think then by going on to Lisa Vange's live and showing those images wasn't victim shaming in any way?
I don't think it was victim shaming.
Oh, it was. It was. That was horrific.
I think,
that was
don't
horrific.
jump on me. I'm entitled to my opinion.
No, we're not
Yes,
going to
you
jump on
are.
you, darling. As
What
I
are
said
you
before, we
thinking?
treat people here with dignity and respect. We just
Yeah, I
accept the
understand that,
fact, you know-
Charlie. I'm just saying to everybody else. I'm not saying it to you personally. It's not a personal thing against you.
No. Just ignore what, you know, if they're saying horrible stuff in the chat, you know.
Well,
just,
what I'm saying is, right, please take this into consideration. Listen to what I've got to say, right? It had been going on for months with Cockerpoo. She had been getting dragged. She'd been getting accused of doing outrageous, horrible things, yeah? So she's bit back. And maybe it's not been done in the right manner, but she bit back. She's been getting dragged and dragged and dragged. And I'm sorry, but if somebody was dragging me, I would do whatever I could.
But do you not think, because Cockerpoo was told 5 minutes before she went live with Angie that Lisa was in the situation she was, in a bad situation. So that's why people aren't going to sit there and think, oh, poor Cockerpoo's mental health. When Lisa was at the lowest she could be, Cockerpoo still went live and did what she did.
Can we quickly hear from Millsy? Millsy?
Yeah, I'm just quickly want to say that I think obviously Jenny Blackshaw is not Cockerpoo, right? Let's get that fact out there anyway. But also you have to look into why DG is so protective of her, and just think that there's a link between all this, and that's all I'm saying at this moment in time. Thanks, bye.
Thank you, Millsy. And can I just also say there are 2 videos. One where he turns around and says, the first one where he turns around and says he knows her. The second one when he turns around and says he doesn't know her. It's on TikTok Teapot. Go see it, everybody, for yourselves, because people keep saying, play it, Charlie, yeah. Again, go see it for yourselves, people, then go read the comments, because everyone is calling him out as what he said.
Asha, we're not speculating, we're just going on the facts that we've seen and heard ourselves. Go on, please, sorry.
The thing is when Cockerpoo started going in people's lives, I think that was her biggest mistake, you know, because she does come across a very calming voiced, gentle, well, very intelligent woman, doesn't she? But, you know, the thing is she started going into people's busybody, like business, and sticking up for that clique, if you know what I mean. Like Miss Red, Pearl, you know, Alex. And now DJ is defending her.
But
that's 3 people that are showing pure predatory ways.
Yeah.
This situation has nothing to do with Miss Red, Alex, anybody. This is a situation in regards to Cockerpoo.
No, I'm on about her herself.
But how can you debunk that?
How do I debunk what?
How can you prove that it isn't all linked together?
How can you prove it is?
Well, I'm not saying it is, but you're the one that's saying they are.
I'm saying the situation is in regards to Cockerpoo.
I still think there's some sort of link. I still think something else more sinister is going on in the background. Without a doubt.
I think, to be fair, Mom, sorry, I'm going to call you Mom, that's weird saying that, but I don't know what
call me V.
Yeah, I think what she was saying is that, you know, it all stemmed from the fact that she was going into boxes and sticking up for them. That's what she wasn't saying.
No,
Miss Red and that are involved in this.
No,
it was
didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry, I should have explained it better. But,
morning, Scouts. Morning.
Well, thank you for that.
Morning, guys. You okay? Could I just make one point? And probably like Kimmy, it's probably might go against the grain, but I've sort of watched it all go on. And I think there's a number of things that have gone on. I think number one, I think a lot of people want to see Cockerpoo fall because they think she's very condescending, and she can come across very condescending at times. I think she does sometimes get in the boxes and feel she's a cut above, and I know the law, and I know this, and I know that. And I think a lot of people want to see her fall. So they want this to be her. And I think, again, what DJ Dehor said earlier on, you know, to me, when you look at what goes on TikTok, the attitude seems to be guilty until you can prove your innocence. And that's not the case. you're innocent until you're proven guilty. And there's just not enough evidence. Everything's hearsay. Well, someone said, and she did this and she did that. And she should never have done what she did with them photos and stuff. No. But like Kimmy says, it's all very well and good for us to sit there and judge when we're not the one getting accused. You know, she must have felt, if it is genuinely not her, she must feel quite desperate to prove her innocence. And all this, like, well, show your face. Why, honestly, should she? You know, she shouldn't have to.
Well, this is the only way to stop this, isn't it?
I know, but is it though? Is it really? You know, I don't know. And you think if she does do a job that is you know, whatever, she may not really, she shouldn't, you know, there are certain things that maybe she shouldn't be on here. And that's the thing that I wondered. Do you do a job that really it's quite frowned upon to be doing what you're doing? You know,
yeah, I agree
it's
with that.
kind of backfiring on her a little bit, and she's stuck between a rock and a hard place now, and she doesn't know what to do.
But
and
then that's her fault for putting herself in that position.
Absolutely, absolutely. But I think it tells a lot when she deleted everything at first. There's either one or two reasons. Yes, she was guilty and she's deleted her account and panicked. Or the other one is what I've just been saying there. She's thought, oh my God, I'm all over this app and I shouldn't be on here in the first place, really. And if my work finds out, I'm in for it. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know who to believe. I've been on some...
That's what I'm saying. We're all assuming.
I watch what Lisa's doing, and I just think it's all very well and good to keep talking about somebody's mental health. But...
Shemaine, I'm dropping you down, darling. Is that okay?
But I think...
I just wanted to say, can I just finish what I was trying to say 20 hours ago? DG said about proving where we got it from. If he downloads his live from yesterday, he will see where he said he factually knows that it isn't Cockerpoo. So that's from his own live when he was doing his FYP, you know, the guy that doesn't get involved in drama. And then the other things, do you want me to jump on at the end? Because they're not related to this Cockerpoo stuff.
Yes, please.
All right, I'll speak to you in a bit. Bye.
All right.
I was just...
Well, Shemaine.
Sorry, could I just finish just dead quick, and then I'm going to drop off anyway because I'm actually working. Just really quick. So sorry, guys. I just wanted to say at the end, everyone keeps going back to Lisa's mental health, and she's suffering with her mental health, and this has happened, that's happened. You can't really use that as a crutch. Where if she is telling lies, you can't go. But her mental health, that's not really an excuse. I don't know who's telling the truth. That's the God's honest opinion of mine. But I think you can't keep harking on to mental health. You've got to just look at the facts rather than what this woman is going through. You've just got to look at both sides and go, we need to know what the truth is.
Can we quickly hear from Lily?
I'm dropping off, guys. See you later.
Thank you,
Yeah, bye, love.
Hiya.
Hi, Lily. Morning.
Morning. Sorry, this is my first time coming on to any type of live.
Oh, no worries. No worries. Take your time.
I just wanted to sort of say, like, going off what that lady just said, it's like innocent people, like, you don't run, do you? If you've got nothing to hide, why delete the account? That's one thing that I really don't get. Why not sort of try and explain it? Because she's evidently backed herself into a corner and dug herself a grave that she now can't get out of, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
That was all I was just wanting to say, really, is that innocent people don't run, do they?
She hasn't done herself any favours by, you know, trying to get deactivate her account, and then it's on, and then there's obviously certain videos that's been put on, taken off. So she just dug herself even bigger grave because
Can I interject there, though? Can I interject there? Because for the months that it was happening, when she stayed, she was getting nothing but hate for staying.
But at in the same time, she was sort of egging on people to be like, "Well, find me then," kind of thing. And now that people are putting like a couple of things together, all of a sudden she's just disappeared without sort of saying anything, without backing herself up, without trying to explain anything. She's just...
And I understand that, but right, I'm going to say this last point before I leave. Right, put yourself in a situation that Cockerpoo's in right now, and somebody was discrediting you, accusing you of these awful things that she's been accused of. Can you honestly say that you wouldn't have reacted the same way that Cockerpoo has, because I know damn straight I would have.
No,
you know
but
if
I
someone
wouldn't
did
have-
that to me?
I wouldn't have come
I mean,
on
one
here
of the dogs
and showed, I
kids.
wouldn't have come on here and showed
Well,
pictures of people's injuries,
No, I
whether
mean,
those
yeah.
injuries were
No, we
related
wouldn't.
to Lisa Marie or not.
I would
Yeah, I
have
mean, I
went to
get
the
what you're saying,
police. I would have
That's
went to the
still
police for
victim
slander.
shaming.
For slander.
I'd have done the exact same. I'm sorry. I'm gonna drop.
That says more about you then.
No, but that's Kimmy's opinion. She's
exactly.
valid to her.
Each their own, and
Yeah, you know, you've got to respect that.
Right,
No
we've
point
all
arguing.
got our own opinions and we all know that. But again, you're not going to sit on someone's platform, show things that should not be shown, and say things if you don't know about. You're bringing yourself into it.
Can I just answer Shannon Barnes? Your boxes are full of balls. Well, you know where the exit button is, and don't let that door hit your bum on the way out, lovely.
Today
Have a
we
great
have
one.
called
Don't
potatoes.
forget to send that heart me though before you leave.
Can I ask you all a question? Then I'm going to drop out. See if it does come out that Lisa was lying and she's gone out of her way, you know, making up screenshots and things like that. Will you all still say that her mental health is important, even though take away the trauma side of it?
Yeah,
I'm on about the fact that she's gone out of her way to make somebody look like they've done something wrong, which they're not involved in.
Yes, because
I'll be honest with you, right? I said the other day, you know, I'm sort of like on the fence because either way you look at it, she does need serious help, right? And she needs the support. She's crying out for that help and support. So either way, whichever way it goes, she still needs that support. She still needs that help because it could happen again.
They belittled
You know what I
her,
mean?
Dee. They belittled the woman. That's what they've
Yeah,
done.
but that was a massive big downfall for me. Is her going into Angie's and saying what she did. Do you know what I mean? And bringing Lisa Marie down on that. You know, the only way you can get that information is through court documents or social services documents, and the only way you can share that is if you're involved in that. So that's why people are assuming that believe that Cockerpoo is involved in it, and that Lisa Marie is right.
Yeah, my gut tells me Cockerpoo is involved in this case in some form or another.
Yeah, and based off the back of that, I would still say that her mental health is relevant because even if she's made it up, if more so, she needs more help because obviously she's so distressed and struggling that she's come to
She's
that
had to make that up.
been stomping her feet that she's had to make it up to either get some sort of attention, get some sort of, you know, validation or anything, that she's almost like screaming and shouting to get some form of help. So of course her mental health is still relevant.
But don't we all... Sorry.
I agree with you there, sweetheart.
But don't we all sit on this app and say that mental health isn't an excuse when there is bad actions?
No, it's not an excuse. It's not an excuse. However, when it comes to trauma and stuff, we do bad things. I'm not saying that she should stay on the app and continue to do that.
Can we hear from Kiki? Morning, Kiki.
I've just been off and I've looked at screenshots and stuff that, you know, show that those were doctored. The point that everyone is missing is take Lisa Marie out of this situation. Look at Cockapoo's actions. People need to look at the bigger picture, okay? The bigger picture of like the click. Why is DG backing her so much? Okay, we all know Cockerpoo rings Miss Red every morning. Okay, like everyone needs to open their eyes to what's going on surrounding Cockerpoo. For example, did anyone see Mama Kaz's statement that she put out? Do you think Mama Kaz wrote that statement?
No,
absolutely not.
Yeah, so everyone just needs to open their eyes to what is actually going on.
It's the same click all the time, Jazz. You know this.
Can we hear from Kiki, please? Sorry, Kiki. Morning, darling.
Hi, Charlie. Greetings, everyone. I just quickly jumped up on one point that I heard, which was about the victim shaming and people saying it wasn't victim shaming. I know a lot of you agree it is. I just want to be really clear because I do a lot of work with community groups around anything child-esque or anything rape-esque. And I've also been doxed by by peddlers. So I get the dachshund side as well and how that is, especially when they're coming after your work and everything else. But I just think it's really, really important that regardless of what side we are taking, we acknowledge that there was a whole lot of victim shaming there. That wasn't about the case. That wasn't about what Cockerpoo was being accused of. That was bringing up past sexual history, current sexual history. That was bringing up her perpetrator. That was using excuses like, well, if she's in a photo with him, which is the most disgusting and vile thing I've ever heard, but I hear it time and time again. All of that stuff is victim shaming. There was a way, if Cockerpoo really, really felt the need to speak out and defend herself and back herself, and we all choose different ways of dealing with this type of stuff, you could have or should have done it if you really had to, which I still don't think needed to be done. But if you really had to, you should have stuck to the facts and stuck to the topic in hand of proving this is not you, not going after someone's credibility, not going after their sexual history or anything like that, because that's just not needed. And this is a very articulate, intelligent person that knows how to do it in the correct way. So we didn't need to go that far with this. Like, there's just no rhyme or reason. So I understand if you back Cockerpoo, that's fine. We are all very much entitled to our opinions. But we have to acknowledge that what happened on that day was victim shaming out and out.